Today we'll be learning about cyberbullying. We'll learn what cyberbullying is and hear some statistics, identify some challenges and opportunities that can come with cyberbullying, and identify ways to prevent this issue for students. My name is Brandon Thomas, and this presentation is brought to you by Brittany Peak, Kayla Cisco, Sharita Malone, and myself. We have all heard of cyberbullying. With technology consistently in the hands of everyone, this is a common issue. According to Abramson with the American Psychological Association, cyberbullying occurs when someone uses technology to demean, inflict harm, or cause pain to another person. Most students have either been cyberbullied, witnessed cyberbullying, or have taken part in cyberbullying. Being a digital citizen includes practicing online safety and etiquette. This means it is a responsibility to stand up to cyberbullying. As we move through this presentation, 2 questions to consider are: 1. How can I help prevent cyberbullying and stay safe? And 2. How can I help students who are victims of cyberbullying?
There are a few opportunities that we can take when dealing with cyberbullying in the home or in the classroom. The first I have here is education and awareness. Cyberbullying presents an opportunity for schools, parents, and communities to educate and raise awareness about the impact and consequences of online harassment. By promoting empathy, kindness, and digital citizenship, we can learn how to proactively prevent and respond to cyberbullying. I've listed an amazing resource for awareness and prevention on this slide. This resource can help you understand the basics, gain expert insight on handling yourself in cyber harassment situations, and take away tips for staying safe online. Now, one picture here is of an assembly in a school, and that's one way that we can educate students about cyberbullying is to hold assemblies school-wide to discuss the basics, like what cyberbullying is, so that students can identify and report it to proper authorities if necessary. We can also empower the students by giving them tools they can use if they're a victim or if they happen to see someone else being cyberbullied. And then a few points that I have here for education and awareness is to learn how cyberbullying can occur and what to do about it. Understand the emotions that are felt when one is victimized. Consider relatable and true story examples. Understand how you friend and follow on social media and similar sites is a reflection of you. Understand how ill-advised postings have led to denied opportunities for many young people. And be inspired by other students who are positively changing their school and community by promoting the responsible use of technology. Another opportunity is with support and interventions. Cyberbullying provides an opportunity for us to offer support to victims and intervene in cases of online harassment. This can include reaching out to the victim to provide emotional support, reporting the abusive behavior to appropriate authorities, and standing up against cyberbullying in online communities. I just want to mention a few ways of how to support these victims of cyberbullying. Number 1 is to listen and validate their feelings. It's important to let the victim know that you believe them and that their feelings are valid. Number 2 is to offer emotional support. Be there to listen, provide comfort, and offer encouragement to the victim. Let them know that they're not alone. Number 3, encourage them to seek help. Suggest that they talk to a trusted adult, teacher, counselor, or mental health professional. 4, help them take action. Encourage the victim to block the bully online, report the cyberbullying to the website or platform where it occurred, and change their privacy settings. Empower them to speak up is number 5. Encourage the victim to speak out against cyberbullying and share their story to raise awareness and help others who may be experiencing similar situations. Number 6, provide resources. Share resources such as support hotlines, websites, and organizations that offer help, guidance, and intervention for victims of cyberbullying. Number 7, stay connected. It's important that you check in with the victim regularly to see how they're doing and offer ongoing support and encouragement. Let them know that you're there for them no matter what. Number 6 of how to offer support to victims was to provide resources. Share resources such as support hotlines, websites, and organizations that offer help, guidance, and intervention for victims of cyberbullying. So, here are a few cyberbullying resources that offer support, education, and intervention.
Cyberbullying differs from traditional bullying in several key ways. Perhaps the most obvious is that it requires some degree of technical expertise. Children who are not plugged in either through computer, cell phone, or video games do not partake in cyberbullying, either as bullies or victims. On the following slides, we'll review two specific challenges associated with the issue of cyberbullying. One of the two specific challenges associated with the issue of cyberbullying is how it provides anonymity to the bully, not possible with traditional bullying. Because of this, bullies cannot see the reactions of their victims, and studies have shown that they feel less remorse. It also enables perpetrators to harass others without revealing their identity. It makes it difficult for victims to identify and confront the bullies. The perpetrators may target multiple victims because they are anonymous, and the efforts to combat cyberbullying face challenges because of the anonymous status. The second challenge is the rapid spread of harmful content on social media and other electronic platforms. Hurtful messages, rumors, or images can be shared and disseminated quickly, reaching a wide audience within moments. This rapid spread makes it difficult to control the circulation of damaging material and can amplify the impact of cyberbullying incidents on victims. Cyberbullying is public, pervasive, and provides anonymity, not observed with traditional bullying. Studies are increasingly showing the negative effects of cyberbullying on both the bully and the victim, especially as it relates to anonymity and the rapid spread of content.
Cyberbullying is something that is happening in the school and at homes. And some of the students are cyberbullying using school devices while at home. So, this is something that has to be attacked at the district and school level and in classrooms so that students can feel safe whether they're at home or school and not have to worry about cyberbullying. Many different districts have turned to programs that they can use district wide to monitor their students on the internet and on the devices. There are programs such as Securely Filter and Securely Classroom, Gaggle, Dino Classroom, Land School, Net Support School, Lightspeed Systems, and Go Guardian. There are tons of other programs out there, but these are some of the top programs out there right now. I personally have worked for a school district that used Go Guardian and Dino Classroom. These were programs that in the classroom setting, when I put my students onto a device, they could start working on their assignment, but then I could sign into the program and monitor what they were doing, limit the websites that they could get to or the programs they could get to, and make sure that they weren't doing anything that they should not be doing. The downfall to programs like this is you have to be actively watching the screen to see what's going on. Some of these programs do send you a report after the class ends that you're monitoring, and you can see the websites that they went to and things like that, but it does not necessarily flag any cyberbullying that's happening in that moment. But it is a great way to deter students from accessing things that they should not. Now, the program that I've worked for that worked at a district level is called Gaggle. It essentially monitors everything the child is doing, and it red flags the district and sends them a notification in real time if the child is talking on email or looking up chats or things like that. So it flagged a student for cyberbullying that was actually in one of my classes. And so they had sent something to another student that was bullying. It flagged it, and the principal was alerted immediately so that he could handle it there at the school level. It also will flag students if they're saying anything that makes their mental health come into play and things like that, so that you can help suicidal thoughts or suicidal searches and things like that. In my opinion, these work well together, having something in the classroom that teachers can monitor their students with, but also having something at a district level that is always behind the scenes monitoring students and keeping them safe on devices and on the internet, so that they are safe with what they're putting in, but also safe with what they're putting out to others and not hurting those they are working with. One of the biggest issues in schools today is, how are we going to pay for these things? If we have a program such as Gaggle or something like that the district says is just not feasible, how is a school going to pay to have that come in and help keep their students safe? Well, the great thing is there are certain programs like Lightspeed and others that you can use ESSER funds. So federal funding can go to pay for these programs to keep students safe on the internet and on devices. There are also different grants out there that can be written to help the school or district fund these programs. And there are even some businesses and politicians in local settings across the nation that would help donate to this cause to keep students and faculty safe, so that we don't have some of the violence that we have seen in schools over the years. Districts are starting to take approaches to help mitigate cyberbullying. I don't see cyberbullying ever going away as long as the internet is out there and students find all kinds of ways to hurt one another and get around firewalls and things like that. But I do think that programs such as Gaggle are a great tool to help us stop some of it and lessen the blow of cyberbullying in our districts. And so one program that I have found that had a lot of different case studies showing where their program has helped is Gaggle. The most powerful comes from Oxford Community Schools in Michigan. Oxford has about 7,000 students across 12 different schools in its southern Michigan district. They did not have anything in place to monitor students online, to monitor them for suicidal thoughts, to monitor them for bullying, to monitor them for different things that could make you think a student would hurt themselves or others. And unfortunately, they had a student that came in and killed 4 of his classmates and injured 7 others at the local high school. And that is when Oxford Community Schools decided to purchase Gaggle. They now use it as a way to monitor for suicidal ideation, to monitor for cyberbullying between students, to monitor for any type of harmful things that might be out there, signs of distress, any type of violence online between the students or involving the students. And so this is a program that it will not bring those lives back. It will not erase the trauma. But this district is using Gaggle as a way to help the community move on from the event and to help the students feel safe knowing that there are steps being taken to keep it from happening again and to give them the power to know that somebody is out there watching what's going on, and that if someone is hurting, that it will be flagged. Next is South Kingston School District in Rhode Island. They have under 5,000 students, so it is a smaller district. But they were actually proactive in getting this program. They wanted to provide a place that their students could speak up about bullying, drugs, or unhealthy relationships. So through Gaggle, they're actually giving their students a voice and a way to speak up and speak out, and giving their students a way that they can be the person standing up, helping others from getting hurt. So they used it as a preventative. Nothing had happened in their district, but they wanted to make sure that they were doing everything they could to keep a student from getting hurt. The director of technology for the district even said how it was worth every dime spent if it saved just one life of one student. And so they were willing to pay the money to keep every student safe, even if they didn't all need it. It was there. The last case study, or the next case study, is Meridian Community School District in Illinois. They had a program, and they have under 5,000 students. They had a program in place. Unfortunately, they would not get alerts immediately. They would get delayed alerts, and by the time they got the alerts, they could not deal with the situation. They switched to Gaggle because Gaggle gives an immediate response, an immediate alert to the district team. So this district has set up a team of healthcare professionals, mental health care professionals, district psychologists, and things that they get those alerts and they can immediately go out and reach out to those students, contact the school, let the school know that they're coming, and get help to those students so that they don't have to wait days and it possibly be too late to help a student. So if there's cyberbullying or violence or suicidal things that it alerts to, it immediately alerts the district team, and they are able to go and help those students with whatever they need help with, whether it's cyberbullying, whether it's them being hurt or them wanting to hurt themselves or others. They have professionals that immediately get notified and can go help. And then Orange Unified School District in California. We all know the state of California and most of the areas out there. And they wanted something that could just help their students be safe. They wanted something that when their children were online, they were not getting to things they shouldn't, that they were not sending things they shouldn't, and that they were not able to hurt one another back and forth. And they weren't able to find ways to hurt themselves or others. And so they purchased Gaggle and use it as a way just to keep their students safe. And I feel like every district should be purchasing this program or something similar to it to monitor their students so that everybody is being proactive, so that we have less shootings and suicides and things like that of our school-age students due to bullying that's going on online. If we're stopping the bullying in its tracks, then it doesn't lead to the violence that comes after the bullying. Ultimately, cyberbullying is something that I do not see us ever able to completely wipe out of schools. But I do think that there are ways for us to mitigate. And the other resource that, besides having a program, that I think is very powerful is when I sat and listened to local PD and the local DA talk to our students about how they were prosecuting students for cyberbullying. And they actually could show them the punishments and the charges that were being put on students, that students were serving jail time for sending stuff on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. And when they sat there and realized that those words that they were sending behind a phone screen or behind a computer could actually land them in jail, students were a lot more aware of the consequences, because just watching the videos at the beginning of the year does not get to them as much as someone standing there from their district saying, I just arrested somebody, I just took somebody to court for this very thing. So I think every school should develop a program where they have local district attorneys and local police departments come in and speak on the violence that they are having to go to court with, and let children see and let students see the real consequences to their actions so that they can feel the weight of cyberbullying, not just in the hurt that it's causing somebody, but in the legal actions that can be taken that would change their lives and cause them to have a record that would follow them.